Hello everyone, it's Toxic here again. This is actually going to be my second take on this. There was some uh, background noise I could not really prevent, but so today I got a question of, you have to repair things? Yes, you indeed do have to repair things. Um, but if you look in here, you can look down and see the endurance. That is how much health that your equipment has. As you take damage and die, your endurance will go down while you're in battle. And then you have to go in here, and to repair these, I highly recommend that you use just the top repair and click on those, because when you repair an item, the maximum endurance is reduced. When you hit repair all, that affects everything you have equipped, whether it needs to be repaired or not. So I'd suggest waiting until you absolutely need to repair things before you do so, and always do that individual repair. Now, mounts also have equipment that need to be repaired. When the endurance is lowered enough, then it will take status and reductions. So, like slashing defense and blood defense will be reduced once that endurance is low enough. Now, uh, let's say you had to recondition an item. I'll actually take off another piece of equipment for this. So let's go with the chest piece. I do not need to recondition this yet, but if I go to the armor, not the blacksmith, I can go to reconditioning and throw this on here. And what this will do is it will tell me everything I have and what I need. So this is red, that means I need 32 and I only have 12, so I need 20 more powdered silver. Now, if I wanted to obtain that powdered silver, I can either look for it on the market, buy high-end equipment on the auction to salvage, or I can make equipment like the Scout mitten bracers here from the blacksmith that's already here. And all that costs is basic building materials or crafting materials, and then you can salvage it and you can get rivet and fasteners and powdered silver from them just using these gray materials. Now, I have not got gold dust from those, but I'm also not sure if it is impossible to get those or not. So I'm going to go ahead and throw my guardsman bracers on here to recondition them. And what will happen is when it is reconditioned, it'll give me two different options. The one is what its original stats were. So I could keep this, or I can take the recondition as well. No matter which one you choose, the endurance will be put back to its original state. So that permanent degradation of endurance from repairing it is taken out. Now this gives me additional health and piercing defense, but it lowers what I have in slashing defense and blunt defense. Now, I do take a lot of piercing damage, and health is always important. But I would personally rather slashing and blunt defense. I have my own reasons for that, but I would rather take this condition than this one. Now, there is also a chance that when you recondition an item, it will upgrade or downgrade in quality. You do not have to take that upgrade or downgrade. That's what the original condition is for. But it will show it over here. But I'm going to go ahead and choose the original condition. And then, as you can see, it is fully repaired, and the endurance is back up to its original maximum. Now, to give you an example of what I was talking about earlier, I can go in and create weapons and armor. I'll go with the Scout's Cloth Mitten Bracers because they're very cheap to make. And I'll just go ahead And I'll make a few of these, just hopefully enough to show what I'm talking about. But I'm only using those gray materials. I'm not using any silver, actual silver coins to do this. So it's all bronze. So, you know, it's fine and dandy for some of the people that own a lot of fiefs and they get that weekly large silver coin income to go ahead and buy their things on the market that take those silver coins. But if you don't have a house or you just want to save your silver coins, you can go ahead and use this method to get those crafting materials for your hero equipment. So I go down and I'm done with those. So I go into the salvage item menu and I throw those bracers I just made into the salvager. And I go ahead and I salvage those. And despite the fact that I used all gray equipment to make these, I have a chance of getting like rivets and fasteners. And I didn't get any that time, but you can also get your powdered silver from this. Of course, it's not gonna show. I'm going to keep doing this until I get my powdered silver. And it's very important when you do not have the silver coins to spend, but you need to recondition your items. I've had to do this a few times. But when I originally was doing it, it was for the military advisors set. And I needed those rivets and fasteners. And a friend told me about this method, and I started doing it, but I didn't realize how much silver it was saving me at the time. And it wasn't until recently when I was buying equipment on the market to salvage that I realized exactly how much copper or bronze I was saving by doing this instead, because I can farm bronze all day, but silver is much harder to come by. See, there's the powdered silver right there. Alright, and like I said, I've never had gold dust pop from one of these salvaging green equipment. So I'm going to assume at this point in time, until I am disproven, that you cannot get gold dust from an uncommon piece of equipment. So that is it for what I have to show you in this video. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day. Goodbye.